If Dazzle gets Poison Touch and not TB, and they just kind of click you, you're kind of weak at level 1.
Yep.
You want to just pull them, get the creeps into a nice spot, last hit, get your level 2, then maybe you can look for something.
With the stunning here, with the bash as well, onto Dazzle. He is going to be stunned up. They're just right-clicking him now. There's the bash as well. There's going to be enough damage for Skem. Get the Skem. Forced to get the first blood on Skem.
So they just need to pull. I'm not sure if Tiny's just been really disrupting it too much or something, but yeah, the lane is just way too far in Polaris' favor for bot to be going well.
A little bit of rotation from Skem that does force Puddle to be pushed back. The Scythe and the Swarm is enough from DP to be able to take down the Terrorblade. They're also going to chase down the Warlock here to dispose to with Marcy. It doesn't matter that they're under tower. They are still going to get that kill.
So this is pretty big. Unless they rotate heroes to the lane, like TP them soon or now, he should die. No one's behind him, not even Warlock.
Dazzle, Marcy, and a DP up there on him. He's going to get Poison Touch. He's going to be disposed as well. The Shadow Wave with a little bit of damage ultimately gives Skem. This tier 1 tower is not going to fall, and they don't need to commit that many bodies for the rotation in the end.
You just want to force TP's rotation to leave, and that's what Boom are going to do.
Oh, Slaughter is getting a run down. This is Issue Soul. Gets to reposition by the Marcy, and with Lifestealer there, it's just way too much damage. Whether you had Dazzle there or not, he was going to fall to the Marcy Lifestealer combo. Not sure where they're looking to go, though. Maybe try and get a bit of a wraparound onto the Boom members that are in the top part of that jungle. There is a scan. They know that there's a chance to come out. Slaughter blinks in. There he gets the stun and the bash, as well as the Tiny. The Golem coming down as well from Warlock on top of both the DP and the Dazzle is looking good for the side of Polaris. DP has insane health here, but she is going to be bashed and ultimately fall down. That's great pickups for Polaris. There's all of Polaris down bot, and I do know that Ember Yopaj was able to pick up a double damage. He has that bottled at the moment from mid. So he's rotated down. They realize that they are looking to potentially take that tower, but Polaris see that this isn't a fight they're really going to be able to take. Looked to disengage, but instead, Tiny jumps in there. DP gonna pop her BKB. The Golems come down as well. Tiny's still alive. They get the kill on top of the Marcy. Xavier does eventually fall. The Shallow Grave coming out on DP is saving her life there, and Natsumi on the TB falls. He wasn't able to live through it. He even used his Thunder and the Warlock going down too, so Polaris had the way to disengage. They decided they wanted to go back in, but it was just way too much from Boom.
I think with this Roche being taken away from Polaris, it's looking very, very grim.
And it's going to be Ember, Marcy, Dazzle all kind of rotating down there. Yopaj is going to run into Tiny, Season Searing, chains him up, is going to get stunned in return, Moon. Xavier's, oh, he went for the TV out and almost happened to Marcy. Jumps in there with the dispose. She prevents that TP out. He almost got it. Cheeky Tiny almost had it.
Good on Tims to back off, though. They're really looking for blood up there.
Yeah, you know they're looking for blood when Jackie Lifestealer is infest in Yopaj. Ember gets the chains on the Warlock. Oh my goodness, I just saw him obliterated. Vanished from the screen. There was no way he would have survived. Exorcism on top of the Lifestealer, just going ham on these tier 3 towers.
He needs to be really careful because obviously throwing on high ground is like one of the easiest ways to lose. Xavier on Tiny can just toss you back.
Well, that's exactly what's happening. He's been tossed back. He's going to be stunned up as well. It's going to be the Aegis popped as we do see the TV here. Metamorph. He's going to go looking for another fight here. It's looking to be disengaged actually by Boom. They realize that without the Aegis, they don't want to be risking. They don't want to be throwing. It is something that they've struggled with in past series, so as soon as Jackie came back up, they wanted to disengage as quickly as possible. They did end up taking the tier 3 tower, so it's not all lost. It was still a great fight. BKB popped on DP here. Force is going to be using his BKB as well. The Golems dropped and the Silence on top of that TB. He still gets his Sunder off. It's not going to be enough, though. He does still fall, while we see Tiny trying to do his best to stun up the rest of the team and survive. They do get out of there. Luckily, it is just the Terrorblade that falls. Everyone else...
Luckily?
Okay. I think luckily it could be so much more. I say that, and you know what? what?
Yeah.
We're like, yeah, we're gonna chase you down.
Luckily, their win condition died.
Luckily, their hardest carry here is the only thing that falls. You know, it's gonna be so much worse. It's gonna be a full team wipe, but instead, no, we just lose pos 1 and pos 5. Xavier's going in. He tosses back Lifestealer there. Jackie looking to struggle. The Lotus and the Shallow Grave coming out, so he's perfectly fine. And Slaughter looking very, very low there.
They don't really have anything that saves TV. They have a rock, and that's the only thing that really covers him. You know, we saw how RSG would play with like Coil and Willow Fear and all these things. Poor Slaughter.
Oh, Slaughter getting caught out of here. There is the 3 of them on him. He tries to outrun them. It's not going to happen with this team, unfortunately. Is potentially just as dangerous for potential throws.
For real, it's insane. If they get tossed back, they can lose these fights and get wiped so easily.
Oh, Yopaj sees that Warlock. He has a vendetta against him. Yopaj must not be a Warlock fan, as he is constantly on him, going for the kills.
There's just no save for the toss back in base. Run, Xavius, run!
It's not going to happen. He tries to stun him up. He is raged though. Yopaj coming in there with his Remnant, but he's just going to let Jackie take it all. Take all the glory for the Xavier's tiny kill.
Tiny's dead, so they feel pretty good.
Yeah, they realize that they can't really be thrown too deep in the base with the 4 heroes that are live on Polaris, but Tiny's about to come up. They take the tier 3. They are still hanging around, though, trying to get the most out of the exorcism. Tiny is TP'd in there. He stuns up Yopaj. Yopaj, in response, is going to get those Searing Chains off. The Swarm, too. There's a lot of damage going out on Xavius, and he's dead as soon as he's alive.
He moved to the north side of those racks, knowing that he probably wanted to TP there to get the catch.
Yeah.
It was just the tossbacks.
That's it.
I mean, that needed to go much better. Losing this Roche was really bad.
Exit out of mid lane here. It might have been... They're kind of sitting there on the side of Boom, waiting.
Oh, a nice slide.
Yopaj slides in and breaks that. I think it must have been seen.
Sure. Oh, the wood's gone now.
Ooh, he's gonna get hexed up and tossed in for Jackie. He's gonna rage up. Doesn't really know which target he wants to go on, but it doesn't matter because Yopaj has jumped into the back line. The Warlock and the Tiny have fallen. Warlock fights back. He drops the goal, but he misses it on Yopaj. The stun doesn't connect. The one thing they had for team fight doesn't work. Marzi is gonna dispose Slaughter in the meantime. Natsumi, though, great thunder coming out for that. They're gonna find that kill on top of Tim's. We also see DP here hexed up. They're looking to do a lot on the side of Polaris now that Slaughter has walked back. It's not going to be in their favor though, as we see Slaughter off to the side, kind of getting picked off. They do get the toss back of DP into the fountain. She's shallow graved up. She's trying to TP out. You know, she gets hexed. She does fall. It's just one of those things. There was a lot going on in the fight. A few buybacks on the side of Polaris, but
maybe he thought like, oh, he's out of mana, I can drop it because he's pushing it so hard. But nah, he just outplayed him. That's Jap Boy.
Yeah.
That's our idol. That's my idol.
That's my idol.
He's
Jackie running in. Dazzle now with this shard is so good. The 2-second hex really playing in favor there to be able to bring down the Tiny. Yopaj is back here. Full health. Oh, the Thunder off from TP on top. Oh, the Lifestealer there. It doesn't matter though. The hex is there again from Scam. And so TP is going to fall. Lelouch trying the best he can. BKB'd up, running out there, but they are going to call GG. They realize that there is no way that they can win this game as Boom get the last few hits on that Ancient.
Honorable. Playing it out to the very end as friends.
They tried their hardest. There were a lot of good high ground defense.
Like Mac and Yopaj both actually 1v1 mid against each other before every game. I'm not sure if they did it this time. Before any of them has a series, they kind of contact each other practice. So they know each other very well, and I think this is the lane that's probably the most competitive for Polaris and for Boom. You still see Yopaj keeping up in CS, so he's not completely behind, but again, Lelouch has a much easier time clearing out that creep wave.
No bot lane. Scam gonna be first blooded here as Xavius.
Can just make short work of the Jug if TMV can't keep him back. They don't really have stuns here on the side of Polaris as well, so they can't even play like aggressively with Spin, and TMV has to be careful.
He does. They're gonna move in. They'll secure the killers now. Natsumi, I don't think the Spin's gonna work in his favor. He does back himself out. So far, the pos 3 clock kind of working out here, Johnny. FBZ's having a very free lane.
He's just left alone. He knows there's no kill threat
man.
because there's no stun follow through.
Tims, he's so good at setting up here on this Shaman. Just finds the easiest keeper of the light kill in his life, and
So he's going back to that Battle Fury Ursa, maybe expecting Natsumi to want to play a longer game with maybe a similar build-up in the jug, but not quite seeing what Natsumi wants to queue up yet.
Top lane, Natsumi, speaking of the Devil John, he has been caught out and does get taken down. FBZ able to set up with just a battery sword and cogs. Now the fight begins, but they've got the Serpent to drop as Yopaj. He's been targeted, hook shot, it's off the mark, but it may not matter. The Void Spirit still finding a way out somehow, but the Orb will follow him down. Nice Aether Remnant by Yopaj, he's out of there. Meanwhile, they've got the Marcy held down. The Force is going to keep trying to go for this fight against Tims and eventually does rebound out. It's FBZ. He'll try for a TP, but Lelouch able to pick up a double kill on the puck. So even though they miss out on the Void Spirit, they still do get away with another. In fact, Yopaj was actually in a spot of danger as Natsumi has a haste rune and tries to chase him down, but...
So you have this ticking gold time bomb that Jackie can just go into, and there's still no solution. You are catching up with Lelouch. Like our puck, his rotations have been successful. Witchblade already up, the damage is there.
Tims in danger. They'll drop the tombstone just in case they burst down Tims, though FBZ now going to try and force the fight with the curse out, but oh, it's on a creep. Bit of a misplay out from Skem. He's not happy about it. Still a nice hook shot into the cogs out, but Force, he's going to survive. The hills out from TMB, keeping him up as they'll take down the Clockwork onto Skem. They'll get the Wyvern, and now poor old Jackie. He's in the middle of all this. He'll run past the tier 2, but Force is going to follow him down as now the Omni will be committed. Polaris able to really clean up in the mid lane. And
of course, a little fun fact, he used to be on a droid. And Polaris used to be a droid. So maybe Agent Lane has something. I'm just kidding, Lane. Don't get mad. Just want to give him a shout out. He's a fun guy.
I'll say it, John. He probably is an agent this game. Let's look at this. Under the Void Spirit they go. They should have him. Dreamcoil's not going to last long enough. In fact, FBZ, he hook shot him, but he hits the Void. So Yopaj goes down, and now FBZ on the pos 3 clock. He's going to follow soon after, I think. So a nice curse is out, at least finding the Marcy. FBZ going to keep trying to run. The Illuminate will not connect, but TMB is on the chase with a Soul Rip up very soon, but just can't find the angle for the clock. A little bit of a quiet period now within this game number 2. And Polaris, they are the hunters right now, and they certainly should realize they are ahead. Probably in their best interest not to slow down too much here against this Battle Furiosa, as they might find FBZ. Coiler's there onto the Clockwork. Hold him down, silence him up. Jackie's going to try and come in and help out by killing off TMB and does find him. That'll be 1 for 1. That might just be enough though. Polaris, maybe still going. No. They found the puck. Lelouch. That's a massive pick off for Boom. And Roshan, it's up.
Pretty tough for Polaris. And y'all are kind of zoning out here, and Yopaj is showing up looking for an opportunity. A really great fight coming out from Boom. So you have a lot to play with. Polaris still going for a smoke. Maybe looking to isolate one. Jackie would be a big target. He's pretty far from everyone else here.
He certainly is. This could be a great pick off here for Polaris if they could catch him. He does have Aegis up, and Skem's actually going to scout everyone out. He breaks the smoke on the Wyvern. Very nice positioning there from Skem as Yopaj is going to try and come in. Catch out the puck. There's your Hex out. Tims, he might be able to hold him down, but no, there's the dispose there on to the Shaman as he is gone. Hook was off the mark as well from FBZ. So maybe Polaris, they can keep this fight going if they really want to. But it doesn't seem like they will.
He's not using the Aegis aggressively, but they are just waiting for that BKB, which is a recipe away. So about 1.4k gold, and once that's up, you should get going.
What good Solar Bind is there on the Ursa? They've got a BKB available on Force. They're going to try and move in and Skem. Once again, getting caught out straight off the bat. As FBZ, he has his own hook up now. They got the Hex out onto the puck. Tombstone down as well. In fact, they'll find the Marcy, but she does have rebound. Force, he's going to keep trying to move in here with the sidekick and the unleash. Back in onto Yopaj, who actually goes in with the actual step, but is going to get punished. Not expecting the Orchid out from Xavius. He will go down. I don't know, if you're Polaris, John, like at some point, this jug is probably going to be an issue. I appreciate the kind of the point you've made here that this Ursa is just going to farm way faster, but maybe that's the idea for Polaris. Maybe just keep trying to buy more time.
Yeah, I mean, you could try to keep stalling out for Natsumi. I think the one issue of stalling out against the Ursa is the timing, although.
X out, Tim's not going to catch the puck, but he's got the Marcy. Lelouch, they're going to move in with a silence of his own onto that Shaman. Z will get one. Now the curse out from Skemp to hold a couple down. Jackie's going to move in here along with FBZ, trying to get those kills going. And they will find the keeper into the Marcy. While Lelouch, he's still chasing around, but doesn't really find anything himself.
They know there was a smoke play as well from Boom, popping a couple of those spells in the middle. And Polaris now gets to just play patient. They hold the high ground. They haven't spotted out these wards. So there's also information here from Boom, although...
FBZ, he's been caught out. He'll get an Orchid off onto Lelouch, but he's going to cop the Illuminate into the Dispose. But here comes Jackie, and that's a very nice curse out from Scam. They get the Keeper. Force, he will rebound out in time.
Just take it slow once more, you know, play this farming game. It's still a really even game on net worth, but Jackie has pulled ahead. 3k above Natsumi now. Our Jug is going back instead for the good old Nullifier. They do catch out TMV though.
Now TMV once again though, he's just dying for the team right here. It's not too stressful at all for the Undying to just die like that. Again, it doesn't seem like Boom feel confident to go for Roshan. They want a bigger target, so they are going to smoke up as 3. Lelouch should be the target they really want on the puck, but instead they might have to settle for Xavius, who does run right past the back. Oh, he just recalled! Natsumi's going to immediately spin out of there. But my god, that could have ended in a real disaster had they not been lucky. ZBZ in the meantime has been caught out on the clockwork, but is going to be able to hook shot right back in onto the puck. Lelouch going to be saved by the Aeon Disc for now, but the Aether Remnant going to lock him down. They'll even have an Orchid out. That'll be the puck's life gone. That'll also be Roshan's life gone to the side of Boom Esports.
Great split up fight from Boom going hunting. They know this is around their power spike now. Second Roche goes down. They get the shard, give it onto Jackie.
Polaris, and as they do back their way out and go for a smoke. Bot lane is set up here on Jackie. They've got Lelouch around with Xavius to make the jump in. Problem is he does have 2 lives and a BKB and the Enrager. They'll make the jump in though. 1 life is going to go down. A nice start for Polaris. The curse, not really doing too much, but they do take down TMB. Now Tim's to go down, but Jackie is right in. Has he gone a bit too far, though? It does seem like it, and they are going to be forced to back out of here as Polaris. They're the ones trying to punish. In fact, they even found Yopaj in the tree line. He was underneath vision. He's going to drop on the Void Spirit. They won't find the Ursa. FBZ hookshot and away should be fine as well. And they are doing a decent job of it. They are not allowing themselves to get caught out.
Just playing under where they've got control, backing off at the right times, knowing that everyone's kind of clumped up on both sides, and you don't want to jump into Boom. Boom doesn't want to jump into you. They can afford to kind of put the
hookshot. FBZ, he does block the way with the cogs out now as well, so the Jug's in big trouble. They'll get the Hex out. Natsumi needs some help, but the Shackles is there to lock him down. Very nice setup there by FBZ. They'll try to move in onto Force, but he'll rebound away. Instead, Yopaj will try for a chase onto Lelouch. We'll find Force instead. No Aether Remnant to come out though. They do have the Silence, and now the Ethereal Blade. That kind of messes up Jackie.
Yeah, maybe a bit of a mistake there coming out from Boom. Just not quite coordinated. That does allow Force to back off, but the push still continues. Wards are still there, although...
Lelouch does find one. Nice pick up there by the puck, as they will try to hold him down with the Remnant, but Aeon Disc is going to protect as Lelouch. He's going to try to orb his way out of there and eventually should be able to, but Yopaj, he'll keep going with the chase out. Another Aether Remnant available here for the Void Spirit, but he won't bother any further. It's back into the mid tier 3, or rather the mid racks. They already got the tier 3 tower down. Hook shot in, FBZ right on target. Has the coddle. That'll be Xavius down, but he'll buy back immediately. Problem is Jackie already halfway through that mid racks is probably going to get away with it. I don't think this coddle is going to stop him. They will walk it up. Jackie doesn't care though, and they'll just walk away.
So double hook shot's going to be big to deal with that Jug. I think it's been really off the back of FBZ, at least in that last fight. If you can constantly isolate Natsumi, who tries to act as bait like that, things can go very, very awkward for players fast.
He's right in. TMV's already gone here, John. Hook shot off the mark, though. Nice setup here by Force onto the clockwork, but FBZ, he'll pop his own BKB out as now Force. He'll get stunned up by the Abyssal of Jackie, but a nice rebound away. He's barely going to make it for now. Force is out, but they've lost Xavius and they've lost Natsumi. Bit of a mess here for Polaris.
Range pings out for the top if they want to. No, just go for the end game.
Why the hell not? You got 65 seconds without a Jug here. So Boom, they should know they can just go all the way for the end. 4 towers under siege. Polaris, they're the ones who need to find a way to defend this. Shot is there. FPZ gonna finally loosh on the puck. Will try to use it off, but the Aether Remnant gonna hold him down. Leilush's got no buyback either. So boom, they'll really just go for the jugular here. You've got one Undying, and now you've got another Marcy, but they've called the GG. They've had enough. Boom Esports, they'll confidently take this one 2-0. Of course, Jonathan, they still don't look quite as clean as they once did on the side of Boom. I don't think we can lie about that, but well, Polaris, they weren't good enough today to go up against this team.